All right, my bad, everybody. Sometimes when somebody calls you during the stream, like if somebody calls you during the stream, like the screen blacks out. All right, and then you gotta go out and then go back in. So that was my fault. I accidentally ended the stream. I should have been on Do Not Disturb anyway. But that's my fault. So nah, we good.
Keep talking,
Everything
Cole.
straight.
Keep talking.
Everything straight. That was just a little setback. But like we were saying, last week, last week was a lot of good. We had a lot of respect from the South Carolina fans. We had a lot of respect from Coach Beamer, and we'll talk about all of that later. So we're gonna talk about last week because it was just such a great experience, man. I mean, shout out to our SID Kendrick, you know what I'm saying, for making that possible. Like always, big shout out to Kendrick. So we're gonna talk about last week. Then we're gonna preview the Bethune matchup because from what I see online, Bethune is feeling really confident. Um, so we gonna talk about all that tonight. Now it may not be a long show, even though we got loads to talk about, but still we got to get this out the way. The season's back. We're gonna bring y'all this every week. So first thing I want to start off with is just overall thoughts, right? Opening statement, right? Because for me, man, not only was it a great experience, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
get into being Williams-Brice Stadium and experiencing Sandstorm right in the intro. Like the SEC atmosphere is what it is for a reason. Like you see why that's big time college football, right? It was a great experience, beautiful stadium, and coming into this game, this is a team that's ranked number 10 in the nation.
Right.
So you went into it thinking like, okay, I really just want to get out with no injuries. You know what I'm saying? They got Lenore Sellers at quarterback. This kid is a Heisman. Hopefully he is special,
He's
right?
special
This
now.
kid is a Heisman. Hopeful. We
Right.
just want to get out of this, take that check, and worry about the rest of the season until we
Right.
got to play one more money game. Then we
Right.
really can worry about the rest of the season. But these games are often a chance for guys at the FCS level to really make a name for themselves, to really make a
Right.
name for their draft stock, and
Right.
a lot of guys did that.
Other
A
guys did it.
few
Yeah.
guys really showed up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And just quick reminder to you: just if somebody calls me again, bro, just take over till I get back. You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you.
Just okay.
I got
So um it's like I was so caught up on the fact, I ain't gonna say we, but I was so caught up on the fact that this is the number 10 team in America that I literally forgot for a minute just how motivated these guys were
you. Yeah.
to play in that stadium, to play against that talent, and to
Yeah.
prove themselves versus said talent.
Yeah.
So these guys came out, man,
Yeah.
and they did just that. The
They
weather
did.
delay, the weather delay really, I thought that was gonna like be a thing against us too, because it took so long and you worried about guys just not being like fresh and ready to go. They'll get a little stagnant. But our guys were, they were hyped throughout it all. Like the rain pouring down, they just waiting. When can we play? When can we
Right.
play? You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
all out. They all out the locker room. They looking at the fans doing what they do. You know how the student sections be.
Talking
Our
crazy.
guys were just locked in and ready. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I give them credit, man, because that's a lot of teams would really just be stagnant at that point. Like, okay, this is gonna be a late game. We're gonna get out late. They just ready to go home at a certain point. Oh no, when them lights
Nah,
came on, too.
it was ready.
When they was ready, when them pads
It was
came
go time.
on, it was
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Go
was
time.
go time, man, and it was so electric. What do you think?
Yeah. Nah, man. I mean, listen, man. You nailed it, man. You nailed it. I mean, perfect example of the type of night it was, man, for those Bulldogs. When they came out locked in, laser focused. With the coaches. I mean, way prior to the game, man, the coaches were like super laser focused, man, locked
Mm-hmm.
in. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, some of those coaches had some of those coaches looked like they was ready to play. Like
Yeah.
they like they were locked in, man, super intense, man. You know what I'm saying? But they also had a relaxed confidence also.
Mm-hmm.
And that says a lot when you have to come into an SEC stadium. right?
Mm.
And so to face the number 10 team in the nation. But you know, USC has some of the best fans within within college football, right?
Right.
So you knew you was gonna hear a lot of jabber jawing, a lot of banter, a lot of fans screaming, yelling, and go Cox and stuff like that. But like you said, man, when those Bulldogs came out that doggone locker room, man, you know, first of all, we were all happy because now we get to play a football game,
Right.
right? Because we were low key worried that we wasn't gonna play a football game today, because they kept pushing back the time. So when they finally came out, man, what I'm saying, dressed in that all white, man, looking all crisp and clean.
That all white was
That
crispy.
all white was hard.
That
I ain't
all
gonna
white
lie
was
to
crispy, though.
you. You know what I'm saying? But they always do damage when they wear all white, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I always tell people when they wear all white, they always do damage, man. And nothing changed. When they came out, played scrappy ball, what I'm saying? And they did well.
Um. Now I want to get into the positives. Then we'll get into the negatives. Right.
Yeah.
Positives. Defense. That's just
Yeah.
obvious. I
Yeah.
mean, man,
Yeah.
and we talked about this in the offseason, right? We said this was
Yeah.
gonna be what it was. The defense as a whole, especially our front seven, but
Yeah.
the defense as a whole
Yeah.
was just phenomenal, man. And they, for as good as we knew they were, they still shocked me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had one of the best quarterbacks in the country on the run all night,
All night.
straight pressure.
All night.
And when they couldn't get pressure up, the secondary stepped up
Yeah.
for the most part. They
Nah,
stepped up,
they did.
and
They
I want
did.
to.
Nah, they did. They did, man. They go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good, you good. Um, and I just want to give a shout out to Jared Washington.
Yeah.
He's our best corner,
Mm-hmm.
probably our best player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking. First of all, I felt the type of way when the top 10 HBCU prospect rankings came out for the NFL, and he wasn't on it because I don't believe that there are 10 players that are better than him in HBCU ball.
There's not.
But I think he just proved that why he deserves to be on that list.
Right.
We asked him because he's our best corner. We asked him to guard Nick Harbor 1-on-1. Nick, former 5-star recruit, athletic freak, run a 6'3", sub 4'4", probably 4'3". That Nick Harbor. And we asked him to cover that Nick Harbor, and he did just that. Straps. Straps, huh? I'm proud of that man. And that
Straps.
was a matchup that I was looking forward to, man. I'm proud of big shout out to Jerry Washington.
Big shout out to him. Big
And you
shout
know
out.
what?
Yeah.
Even when they moved Nick Harbaugh around, he really couldn't get off like that. He didn't have a big day receiving. He didn't have a big day. Shout out to the whole secondary, but especially Jerry Washington. Um, Now as it pertains to that front seven, like I said, best in HBCU,
Mm-hmm.
best. And when it comes to Michael Lyons,
Mm-hmm.
oh my goodness,
Mm-hmm.
Lyons is proving over these past 2 weeks, he's our best he's our best edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
He's the top guy in that front seven right now. He gets consistent pressure, even when he isn't getting to the quarterback, which he got to Lenoris a lot. But even when he wasn't doing that, he was impacting the play.
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, I would probably give him. I'll probably give him my defensive player of the game.
Mm.
I'll probably get that to him. And I'll say this:
Mm.
we talk about Lunge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I say who was number 15?
Sean Brown.
Sean Brown. I figured, okay, Sean Brown showed up to 15. If you go back and watch the tape, Tuck, Sean Brown was in a lot of them plays. Sean Brown was in that backfield a lot.
He was. All of them were, but you right. Sean Brown played a hell of a ball game.
Mm.
A hell of a ball game. But I'm telling you something. That damn number 0 man.
Bart, hey, come on, can't
You
forget about
you
Josh
you,
now.
you talking about Mike Luns and Sean Brown? That tail number 0 man.
That
To
boy get
be
after it.
5'9", 5'8", 5'9", dog. Did you dog? He was beating double teams, man. Dog. There was a man somewhere in the comments on Twitter. Not even nothing about, you know what I'm saying? No HBCU or nothing.
Right.
There was a man, a former football coach for North Carolina Central, who's now coaching for FAMU, right?
Right.
He's the offense coordinator for FAMU right now. He used to play for South Carolina, right? A guy named Cedric Williams.
Right.
Cedric Williams said 0 is the best defensive lineman in the country. He wrecks your whole game plan. And he said he made South Carolina offensive line look bad. He said that now.
He did.
He said that. I didn't say that. He put that on Twitter. He said he made them boys at 5'8", 5'9". He made them boys look bad last night. And
It's kind of. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Dog, he did, dog. Dog, he did, dog. This man was beating double teams, man.
It's kind of crazy. We're used to it as Bulldog fans, right? But it's kind of crazy at his size, how effective he is.
Dog, he's
like
so low to the ground.
It was one play where the Gamecocks was backed up into their own territory. Like I think they were damn near in the end zone.
Yeah.
Josh didn't get to Lenore's, but if you go back and look at that, Josh is literally manhandling this boy. Like just manhandling and pushing him back. And I'm like, bro, he shouldn't be doing that.
Dog.
He shouldn't be doing that.
What was happening was Josh was demanding so many double teams that it was freeing up Mike Lungs.
Right.
So they had lanes to run in because guys were too busy trying to hold down this 5'8" giant. That a lot of them boys had free lanes to run through. I'm telling you, dog. I sat there, watched that whole game, man, just play for play. Dog. Josh Barker, man, it's scary to see if he can get better than this. That's scary to see.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. That's scary to see.
But just like somebody said in the comments, man, I retire front seven.
Oh,
like like that, man.
Listen, the 16 defensive linemen, and all of them play.
They
all
like
of them play.
And even we got the young guys contributing, right? Shout out to Kavon. Shout out to Kavon Chisholm.
Hey, Chisholm put on for the city Saturday night, man.
Man, it was a certain play. Again, we had the Gamecocks backed up a lot, right?
Yeah, a lot.
They on territory.
Kavon
comes off, right? Lenore sets the throw. Kavon bats the ball in the air. Almost could have created a turnover if he could have got to it. And
that would have been sweet if he would have caught that ball too.
Man, if you oh boy. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited about this defense. It's clearly they just so fun to watch, man.
Let me tell you this. So I watched the Shane Beamer press conference for their game against Vanderbilt coming up today. And one reporter asked, well, why has your offensive line been struggling these last 2 games? And he said, well, Virginia Tech, had a real good defense. And the second game, we were just starting a freshman. That was it.
That's what he said?
That's what he said. Like, dog. So you gonna credit you starting a freshman to your whole offensive line getting trashed?
Man, I'm not trying to hear that, bro.
You just can't give us our flowers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
just
trying to
say we got in that ass.
Bro.
Just say we got in that ass, Shane Beamer.
They did.
That's it. hell, you won the game. You know what I'm saying? Just
Nah,
tell, just tell the people. Tell the people what really happened. We dug it
so
out at you.
that whole offensive line with freshmen.
Yeah, he talking about we started a freshman. Oh,
So
so
so let me get this
one
straight.
freshman just discombobulated your whole damn plan.
The hopes and dreams of your season is dependent upon one guy at quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
one of the best in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I'm going out there and I'm facing a D3. You think I'm gonna put a
But
freshman? You think I'm gonna start a freshman when the hopes and dreams of my season, my Heisman hopeful quarterback is back there?
mm-hmm.
You think I'm gonna put a freshman out there to protect him?
It don't matter. They're supposed to be 4 and 5 star players, right?
Come on, man.
Come on,
I'm
it
not
don't
hearing
matter.
that.
We played freshmen too. Yeah, it don't matter. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
you know what? That's a perfect segue. Speaking of that, we definitely did play freshmen, son.
Yeah, we played freshmen.
Offensively, offensively. Well, first of all, who's your defensive player of the game?
Josh Barker.
Josh Barker. Okay.
Yeah, hands
Um,
down. Josh Barker.
defensively. I mean, offensively. Because I know somebody asked the question earlier. But I ain't because that ain't we don't get into that. That ain't our business. We ain't in that coaching room. But I do want to say I am surprised. I'm surprised and I'm not surprised. But I'm surprised at just how much time Mason Pickett Hicks is getting.
Yeah, you
Um,
know,
but I tell you what,
yeah,
he's deserving.
he is.
Us,
He had a little costly
aside from the
fumble.
fumble,
Yeah,
because it's gonna happen.
but
He's
I
a
think that was
freshman,
a bad. I think just being honest with you, man. I actually think that was just a bad exchange,
right?
in my
It didn't
opinion.
look right the way he,
Yeah, I
you know
mean,
what
it
I'm
never
saying.
really
It didn't
looked
look up.
clean. I mean, it never really looked clean. But he's a freshman, man, playing in front of 80,000 people. You know what I mean?
And
Um,
he had a couple good runs before that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, it is shocking. Um, I'm just from what I know, Casey Fields is still trying to get healthy. He still had those two bad knees. He has fluid in his knees,
Uh,
trying to get healthy. So it was good seeing him play some Saturday night. Ty, Tyler Smith, man, he was playing a little bit of wide out Saturday.
really? Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
notice that. I
yeah,
didn't
man, I
notice
saw him out there lining up at wide receiver several times. Um, and of course, you know, man, I love Casey Adams, man. I love him, man, but he was kind of was just juking too much. I mean, instead of just hitting the hole, you know what I'm
that.
saying? It's a lot of jukes, a lot of jukes.
Um,
And let me say this: we're not out there, right? So I don't know what they see in front of them. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But I just feel like a lot of times he instead of just hitting the hole,
mm.
what I'm saying, he kind of dances around a little bit.
I think a part of that is the fact that he's just working his way back. You know, he kid has
Right,
been out of football for a year.
right,
He's working his way back from a shoulder injury.
yeah,
I'm kind of even surprised that he played. Because I thought he was gonna really like slow him back from that injury. But he flashed some, but he also could have did better in some areas, like a lot of guys.
yeah,
I will say though, him catching out of the backfield is proven to be a strength of his game that I really didn't think that he had like that.
yeah,
I think that's where he started to excel at a little bit more.
yeah.
I will say though, we will continue to talk about offense, but I just want to say, uh, Johnson
Zero.
0 from Grambling,
Yeah,
wide receiver. Not only is he my offensive player of the game, I don't know if y'all follow me on I don't know if y'all follow me on like other social media sites like TikTok or whatever, but I have gotten so because the clips that I recorded they went viral. All of them went viral on TikTok.
good.
Every single comment from a USC fan, and there was a lot of them. Zero looked good. My dad talked about Zero after the game. Zero is Zero that. We were talking about y'all receivers. A lot of respect to Zero. Everybody, not just us, everybody felt that way about Johnson.
Nah. Zero had a hell of a game, man.
Hmm.
I mean, a hell of a game, coming out game. And I knew prior to the game that they was gonna have to actually rely more on him because Johnny Jones wasn't playing.
Right.
So I knew that he was gonna have to what I'm saying really step up. And five was gonna have to step up, which he did. Jordan Smith, which he did. He made a couple catches. But yeah, man. Zero look good, man. A lot of potential. It'll be quite interesting. What I mean, it'd be really interesting to kind of see how they, what I'm saying, use him more. Now we know that he can make some big catches. I mean, um, he had a hell of a job, man. He really went out there, man, and he, I mean, his play was very impressive, and um Billy Atkins threw him some very good balls, man. I guess and see, that's the thing, man. Billy, what I'm saying, like the difference with Billy and Ryan, man. Billy can throw the ball, man, but
Right.
it's just sometimes Billy holds the ball too long. Sometimes, in my humble opinion, right? He has, I mean, he he could throw a very pretty ball. I mean, he actually didn't really throw many bad passes. What I'm saying? It was just him holding on to the ball too long. But when he did throw the ball, those wide receivers, man, stepped up big time.
That's the thing, right? We want to talk about we could talk about quarterbacks. In my opinion, I don't think we're going to go into next week with an established quarterback starter too. I think this is still going to play out, this two quarterback thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't think it has much longer. I just think that it's going to continue in the Bethune. And when I look at these two quarterbacks, because I say like this would be the game to decide. Like this would be the opportunity for one of these quarterbacks to set themselves apart from the other one.
Yeah.
And looking at both of them play, like I said in the post game show, right?
Mm,
Both of them bring things to this offense that the other one can't.
right.
When Stubb is in the game,
Mm-hmm.
if something ain't there, Stubb has enough athleticism to go. He has that mental clock in his
Yeah.
head.
Dog.
Stubb don't stay in that pocket long. If it ain't there,
Nah.
he gone. And he gonna get yards and he gonna slide.
Yeah.
With when it comes to Billy,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, which was a great point. When Billy makes throws, it's accurate. It's on
It
point.
is. It is.
It's not really ever in harm's way. He
Mm-hmm.
makes really good throws with tight spirals. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The thing is, he holds the ball too
He
long.
holds the ball too
He
long.
holds the ball
Dog,
way
they
too
was
long.
now. We were in the, not to cut you off. We were in the broadcast booth. It
Mhm.
was me, Bill Hamilton, man, and you was there, and Mr.
Yeah,
Robinson, and they were saying the same thing you were saying, like, Joe, you got to let the ball go, Billy. Let the ball go. Throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Just get rid of the ball. Stop holding on to the ball so long.
and it was one specific job. Like the job where we were about to score. Like we were in the red zone, and I think it was like a third down. It was third down right before we kicked that field goal, and like Billy just held on to it too long before finally letting it go, scrambling out in the pocket, let it go, and like you can hear like some others on the sideline like, hey, just throw the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
just throw
here's
the
the thing.
ball.
I love the fact that he is very cautious to not put that ball in harm's way, but there's a line, right? Because you got to trust your receivers.
Right.
You got to be able to trust your receivers, and I think maybe that'll build with him as time goes on. Like maybe that trust will develop more as time goes on, and he'll take a little bit more chances. But right now it feels like if guys aren't like open like how Jalen was,
Yeah, yeah.
he gonna hesitate. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna hold on to it. You know what I mean? And just in my opinion, man, I really feel like Ryan would have played that first half more, we probably would have scored because Ryan gives you a different element. Like Ryan not gonna sit back there in that pocket. Ryan gonna take, and there were a lot of gaps, a lot of holes, man. That, like, bro, they could have ran the option with Ryan or something. Like there was so many different ways where Ryan gives defenses trouble because he's a runner, plus he's fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just Bill Hamilton was saying the same thing. Like, yo, Ryan gives them a different element. Like Ryan will run the ball without no question. You know what I mean? And you know, and like
Now, oh, sorry.
when
Go
you
ahead.
can't
Go
really
ahead.
establish the run game, then your quarterback needs to become the doggone runner.
Mm. And there were times where we put him on rollouts, and he wasn't bad to me, but it's not exactly what, because Ryan's just faster, so it's not exactly
That's what
what
I'm saying.
what Ryan gives. However,
Yeah,
I do want to be fair to Billy. I do want to, because if we're gonna point out his shortcomings, we have to point out Billy's too. I mean, Stubbs too. Even though I do think Stubb did the better job, we got to be fair in both
of
aspects.
course,
With
of course.
with Stubb, there are good plays, there are explosive plays, and there are times where like you just kind of you hold your breath with
Of
stuff. You know
course.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that screen that got blew up and like he fell to his back. I thought that was gonna be a pick. Like I thought he was gonna try to force that or a fumble. He didn't, but it's just the thing. It's just that thing with stuff. Like when you get quarterbacks who are that electric and who are that much of like risk takers, there's just like natural worries that come with that.
Yeah.
Um, so and then you have to, sometimes you get a little worried about the ball being batted down, or um I think there was like another drive, like it was like towards the end, but we were very close to scoring again. I think that was after that long catch by Shamonte Burgess. We
Yeah.
got close to the red zone, and it was another third down, and I think like I even think we went for it, but he caught the snap and he immediately like threw it out of bounds, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I just wanted to get on the board a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like both of those guys, man, both of those guys bring something to the table that the other one can't. I do think Stubb
Yeah.
just provides a spark that we can't, get from not just really with any other quarterbacks on our roster. Stubb is
Nah.
just a dynamic athlete, and like I said, it's going to be interesting to see who takes that first snap Saturday. We know they'll both get in, but it's going to be interesting to see who takes that first snap Saturday,
Yeah.
and just how long they let this go on for.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, um, you know, both of them had good games, man, in my opinion. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Both of them, like I said, my only knock, what I mean, I'm not saying that Billy is trash at all, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
My
no,
only
he not
knock is
trash.
that, yeah,
He
yeah,
not trash.
he just holds the ball too long. That's it. He's a great pocket passer. He is, man. Eh,
And
But
here's the thing, right? Because
yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't want to. I I don't want to talk about Billy just to get negative, because Billy did drive us downfield. Let's not take that away
yeah.
from
No,
him. Billy
no, no,
drives the
no.
football.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm saying is this right here, Cole. Like we scored these last 2 weeks. The only way we scored with with with,
Because of
with Brian
stuff.
being quarterback.
Right,
You see what I'm saying? That's all
right,
I'm saying. Like Billy is a damn good quarterback, but he just holds the ball too long. That's
right,
it. You know what I'm saying? As long as wide receivers are wide open, or you know what I mean, Billy get you the ball. You know what I'm saying? But it's
right.
just that my my issue is when that what I'm saying, when the wide receivers maybe covered, you know what I mean, or whatever. I mean, a defensive line collapsing. Ryan gives you that play where he'll run for 5, 6, 7, 8 yards to get a first down. When Billy will hold the ball and get sacked. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
So that's the only thing that you know what I mean. Tennis Barry said, first downs and touchdowns. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah.
I get what you said. It's this comment threw me up. Y'all talking about everything but the right thing, which is Tyler Smith and Field should be your feature backs getting the bulk of the carries. Number one, allow us to get to this topic. We got all night, bro. Allow us to get to this topic.
Say what?
Secondly, he said
Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith and Casey Fields should be your feature backs getting the bulk of the carries. You are not the coach.
Definitely
You
not the
don't, you
coach.
are you are not at practice 5 days a week. You don't
He
even know
probably
what
wasn't even watching the
JC.
game. Because
You
if you was watching the game, you damn sure wouldn't
I,
say. If you knew
I
anything
under-
about Casey Fields, then you know what's going on.
his right number one because he's coming
Right,
back from
that's
an
what I'm
injury,
saying.
so
Why
he's not getting the bulk of the carries, Ron.
yeah,
He's coming back from an injury.
why even address it? You know what I mean?
But like in with do I think Tyler Smith should get more carries? Absolutely, I'm a fan. Y'all know that I've been a fan of him since he committed, but y'all, we ain't at practice.
Do the coaches feel
I
that
don't
way?
I don't know why. I wonder why we haven't seen Julian Milligan in the game yet.
Yeah.
But I'm not at practice. I don't know the reason.
Do the coaches feel that way? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bear gonna play the best players.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Coach Austin is very good at his job. Our running
Very
back
good.
coach.
Damn good.
Very good
Damn,
at his job. He's one of the most passionate and most fiery
yeah.
coaches out there.
Damn good coach.
I doubt that if Tyler or anybody, I doubt that if anybody who isn't getting the majority of the carries, if they
Yeah.
were really showing out in practice like that they wouldn't be in the game getting the carries. I doubt that
Coach, we ain't gotta
he would pull favoritism.
yeah. Coach, we ain't gotta stay on that topic, man. What I'm saying? That dude don't know what the hell he talking about, man.
All right, so um like I said, so we might as well talk about running backs now since we on the topic. I don't know why we don't see Julian Milligan. Because I know somebody did ask that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did ask that earlier. I don't know why we didn't see Julian Milligan. I actually thought this would be the game that we see him because he's a big guy. Like he's a big
Yeah.
back. And a lot of those, like we sent Mason up the middle a lot. We sent KZ up
Out
the
the
middle
middle
a
a
lot.
lot.
And
Yeah.
KZ was actually trying to bounce it towards the outside. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying? But we
was.
sent the boys up the middle a lot
Yeah.
against those big SEC defenders. And I thought like, okay, well, we got a guy in Julian Milligan who's big enough to
Right.
take that punishment.
Right.
Who you don't exactly, and I know the knock on him has been maybe he's not as faster as the other guys, obviously,
Yeah.
so he's bigger. But you don't really need speed for that to get that tough yardage. So I do wonder the reason why he
Let me
isn't.
tell you. So there got to be a reason why he ain't playing, dog. And we ain't out there. You know what I'm saying? We not coaches, but for them to be, you know what I mean, playing, Hicks the way they playing them, which they already felt good about Hicks. Hicks had a great fall camp. Um, and Hicks was one of the ones that they were mainly talked about, man. When I would talk to the players, but behind the scenes, that is, a lot of those guys raved about Hicks. A lot of those guys raved about Hicks, man. And see, Casey was hurt. Like he's just getting back to. Matter of fact, Casey wasn't even supposed to play last
He really
last.
wasn't. He was supposed to be out for at least
Yeah,
2 games.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Cats be talking, but they don't know what the hell they talking about. You know what I'm saying? But why Tyler Smith ain't playing? Well, you can ask the question what happened last year and the year before that. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We not the coaches. You know what I'm saying? We don't see what they see in practice. You know what I'm saying? But what I do know is that, you know what I'm saying, Hicks is very talented. You know what I mean? KZ is very talented. KZ Adams, that is. Casey Fields is talented. and Tyler Smith mentality. But I don't know why Mulligan is not playing. Maybe this week while we're down there, we'll find out something more. But I don't know why. Why he's not playing.
Um. Also, Josh Shaw.
I don't know
A
what's
guy,
going
we
on.
haven't talked about in a while.
I don't know
Like
what's
I
going
said,
on.
we don't know. We don't know. I don't know
That's
what the
the
coach.
other one. It's like,
We don't know.
I mean, you know what I mean? You just don't know. You just don't know.
Like it, and here's the thing, right? Because I get the passion. I get it. I get the concern because you want to see all these guys do good because like these are great kids. These are and they are really good athletes.
Yeah.
The unfortunate matter of the situation is everybody can't get the same amount of playing time. Everybody can't get the same amount of carries. Everybody can't get the same amount of snaps. There are hard decisions to be made, and the coaches made them. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard for them. I imagine it would be hard for them to not play Mason, being that he's been showing up ever since he stepped on campus.
He's
He
been
was
showing
showing
up.
out ever since he stepped on campus. You kind of got to reward that.
One,
Um,
one guy on defense, and I'm not gonna call his name out, but me and his dad is super close. And me and him are super close. And he told me weeks before the season, expect to see a lot of Mason Hicks because he is the truth.
right.
And hey, you know what I'm saying? Proof the doggone proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So that's just that. And I think we'll figure it out. KZ. I'm not surprised that KZ is the top guy. But he did get a lot of carries, and it's the Gamecock, so it's like I didn't really expect like them to be like long runs or anything like 20, 30 yard runs or
Nah,
whatever. But
nah.
um, I don't know. Like my biggest question was like, why aren't we seeing? And I still wonder why aren't we seeing Julian? But at the end of the day, we aren't the coach. All we can do is come up with our own speculations and our
Yeah,
own questions for why. But
right.
that's just that. Um, Next up, talked about let's really go in on the receivers, right? Because we know Johnson showed up. Uh, like you said, Jordan did a really good job. He had a
He
couple catches
is.
through.
Yeah,
And really shout out to him, man, because he's really been a team player. You know
he
what I'm
has,
saying?
man.
As far as getting used to his new role, he's embraced
Yeah,
it, man.
he
He's really embraced it, and I do want to commend him for that because I don't know if people really noticed it, but man, because at one point in his career he was the second leading receiver on the team behind Shaq Davis when he was there.
right,
And
right.
now he finds himself in this role where it requires him to be more of a team player.
Yeah,
And he's in this day and age with the transfer portal, you don't expect kids to be humble like that.
right. Yeah,
You
man.
don't expect kids to stay for something like that.
Nah,
Um,
Jordan's a
but he did, and he's contributing, and he's getting rewarded for it. I just want to give him credit.
he is.
Also, my boy, because I know Guap said it earlier. Guap, I can't like comment your highlight, but I see what you said. Shamonte Burgess, Shamonte, man, shout out to my guy. That's another guy who stayed down, man.
Shante like family to us though.
Yeah.
You know
Shamonte's
what I
like
mean?
family, man.
Like Shante our little brother.
That's a guy who stayed down, man, and who is just
Stayed
such a team
down
player.
and stayed
Um,
positive.
Stayed and always positive. You know what I'm saying? Got the
Always
game
positive.
winning touchdown last week. He had a big play. He had quite a few catches, quite a few
Yeah,
catches actually, but he had a really big catch towards the end of the game, and I was
yeah.
like, okay, now because like now you see him starting to put that speed to use as a
Yeah,
receiver. As other than just being on kick return. Now,
right.
so I like what I like it. I like what I'm seeing from him, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
Shamonte.
yeah. Monte Burge, listen. First of all, man, I'm glad he switched his number. He had
Oh,
the
he did too.
ugliest number for about 3 years, 83. I hated that number for that man. So I'm glad that he's wearing 7 now. He deserves it. He put in the work. And I'm just so proud of him. I'm just so proud of him, man. Who I do want to see more of though is Ruffin.
And you know what? That's the thing, right? Ruffin wasn't targeted that much.
Yeah.
And but when he I want to see more of him too because and it's not and when I say that I don't mean like that's on him because
Nah.
he's starting right. The thing is when he's throwing the ball like even on those short catches right where it's on the far side of the field the way he just contorts his body to make catches he's really a talented receiver and
Yeah.
I really just want to see him get bigger plays. Like
Yeah.
I just want to see plays like designed for him where we can target him because one on one, we have constantly seen the ability for David. I mean, um, for DeAndre to come down with that catch, man, with the
Yeah.
defender draped over him. One on 50-50 balls, like he's really talented at that.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I do want to see him included more in that.
Yeah. I definitely want to see more of him, man. He has a, you know what I mean? Like, like if somehow we can get all three of those guys going, man, him, Zero, you know what I'm saying, and Jordan Smith, you know what I mean, and then number 9, man, tall one, the one that caught the touchdown, to get him more involved as
Oh,
well.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah, get you know what I mean, Nick involved. It doesn't really seem that we didn't really see a lot of tight end play on
Right.
Saturday. But definitely, man, we have the tools, man, and we
That's the
have the
thing.
guys.
That's it. That's the thing. We have the tools at
Yeah,
every position. It's just about getting them. It
right.
to me, it's about putting the right guys in the right
Yeah,
situations.
yeah, and we have to
Because
establish a run game too. You know what I mean? We have
right,
to establish a run game. We have to, we have a big line, man. You know, so it'll be good to kind of see how they go about things this Saturday, going up against another HBCU.
right, but like the reason why I say that right, and you bring it back up, Nick, red zone situations. I don't see why we can't use them like that more.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
damn near 6'6".
I mean, did it on the biggest stage.
I would love for us to use him like
He
that
did it on
more.
the biggest stage, man.
Um, because you've seen the progression
Yeah,
from last season.
yeah,
I would love for us to use him like that more.
yeah,
Also Nigel Johnson. You know,
yeah.
we know what happened in week 1. You know, he had the big drop.
Huge drive.
Which it happens. It happens. But you know, I want to see him get back to him and what we know he could be.
Yeah, Nigel just has to get some confidence, man.
Yeah, he got to get that confidence back. That's it.
Yeah, just get his confidence, man. Hopefully he'll have a big game Saturday, man. And because it's just come on, man. 6'4" body frame, man. Come on, man.
Right.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
literally
Like
have the tools.
you do for a
Um,
good season.
and lastly, offensive line.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
I,
I
I
was
was
impressed.
thoroughly impressed. I was thoroughly
His
impressed.
Billy Billy had a lot of time to throw the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Both
That
of them did, man.
that's what led to that
Yeah.
frustration of him holding on because the offensive line gave Billy time, bro.
Time.
I mean,
Nothing
against
but
the
time.
SEC defense, I'm sitting here like, bro, this is a new offensive line we
Dog.
got. They shouldn't even be this coordinator right now.
We talking about Dante Stewart.
Dylan Stewart, yeah.
Yeah. Dylan Stewart, right?
I
Number
mean,
6, right?
yeah,
Like, come on. I mean, like possibly a top 5 draft pick next year. You know what
and
I'm saying?
one thing, and although Dylan did have the big hit on Mason, right? Dylan is a pass rusher. That's what he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that O line kind of held him in check.
Right. And they had like 2 freshmen playing, like, you know what I mean, throughout the game too. So that's
Shout out
big.
to Keon. That was my next point. Shout out
Yeah.
to Keondae Marsh.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
week one, Keondae has been balling, right?
Yes.
And I think he had what 2 pancakes,
Yeah.
no sacks allowed in
Right.
week 1. And
Yeah.
now I think he's carried that over the week 2 and
Yeah.
probably he's going to carry
Yeah.
that over into week 3.
Exactly.
Keondae is just showing you why, showing you that the progression that he's made since he came on campus early.
Yeah,
I think he was the only freshman that enrolled early.
yeah,
And
he
hey,
was.
all you young
He
guys
was.
out there, all you young guys
Yeah,
watching, that could be what Keondae is having right now, the type of year he's having.
yeah,
That could be the results from getting there early and just being dedicated to your craft.
yeah, man.
Big
I mean,
shout out to Keondae. Keondae really has a bright future, and
oh,
honestly, if he keeps it up, it's looking like Nick Taste kind of level for him.
yeah. Hopefully he stays around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
a lot of these guys, man, these days get a little love and get a little, popularity, right? And they take off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, so hopefully, man, my guy, sticks around because he has a very bright future, man, being a Bulldog for sure.
Um. So, what are your? We already talked offensive, defensive player of the game. Any more remarks from that you got from that game? Number one, we had a little bit of nicks here and there, but no major injuries, so I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah,
Overall, I just want to say the type of thing you could take away from this game is that the opportunities that we've had, the plays that we've made, our defense has shown us that they are the best in HBCU. Yeah,
you
go
said,
ahead, go ahead.
go. Oh, my bad. Go
Oh
ahead,
no,
go ahead.
you can jump anytime, bro. Go ahead.
Because I was gonna piggyback on what you said. Listen,
Yeah.
what I learned Saturday is yes, we have a phenomenal defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. We have some linebackers that will come up and hit you.
Right.
We do. Um, Jordan Franklin, number 10, and doggone RJ Kelly, they are not going to get all the flowers. They may not pass the eyeball test,
Mm.
but I bet you're going to the ground if they hit you.
Right.
I guess I guarantee you. They are sure tacklers. They are.
Right.
They are sure tacklers. And what I also found out was that we have some physical DBs and safeties because
Hey, no, great
they
point.
were coming
Great
up.
point.
They were coming up, putting the sticks on them boys. You hear me?
Great
Hey,
point.
shout out to Tyler Jones
Eh,
and all those Reed, all those guys back there, yo. Number 8, you feel me? Number 6, them boys, them boys running downhill all
I thought,
game, dog.
Tuck, I really
Dog,
thought, I
dog,
really thought somebody was gonna try to fight Tyler, bro. Tyler, boy,
dog.
Tyler was
Tyler was
all
on
right,
a
bro.
mission. You hear me? Tyler Jones, hey man, salute to you, boy. You know I love you, nephew. But boy, them boys was coming up hitting. That was like, yo, these boys crazy.
And that was the
Dog.
thing. No, that's a great point. Because that was the thing another thing that I was really proud about this defense with too. There were times where Lenoris was on like on a speed option, not a read option, but a speed option. And like there was one particular play where like he pitched it, but it was a bad pitch, so it ended up being a
Yeah,
fumble. And like you saw number 8 from Coastal Carolina, and another guy just come crashing in. Like before old boy could even, as soon as old boy picked up that ball, they came crashing in, bro.
bam.
That that is just flying to the football right there. That's
Yeah,
pursuit drills.
yeah.
Those are the pursuit drills that you do in the summer
Right,
right there.
right.
Just get into the ball, man.
Get to the ball, dog. They
Oh
were
my
getting to the
goodness.
ball, man. They were getting to the ball, man. I'm telling you, you didn't really see a lot of missed tackles out there Saturday, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now of course gotta get to the bad.
of course.
Ooh, special teams. Special teams. If we don't, our defense is playing so good, Tuck, that if we don't give up those 2 punt returns, Tuck, what's the score if we don't give up those two punt returns, Tuck? Because it was 38 to 10. So
I'll
it
say
24,
tops, it would have been 24. Tops. 24.
24.
Tops.
The
Tops.
score would have been 24-10, Tuck.
Tops. Tops. 24. And
24-10,
if we
Tuck.
wouldn't have got that fumble. because
They
we were
didn't get
actually
the
driving.
fumble. Oh God.
We were driving. Remember, they scored from the fumble.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? We were actually driving.
Oh Lord. Lord. We
You know what I mean?
ooh.
So that's 21 points we gave them. Dog, that game could have easily been
That could have been a
17-10.
major upset, man.
17-10 easily.
Oh Lord.
17-10 easily, dog. We
It,
gave you
it's
21.
it's crazy to think about. It's really crazy to think about.
Yeah. But hey, man, but that's football though. You gotta win at all phases, dog.
Right. Right. Um, with that being said, it did happen.
It did.
It did happen.
Let me tell you something.
Uh,
So I talked
so
to a good friend of mine. I'm not gonna call his name. I'm not gonna say what he is or what he do.
uh
But I was told, um, a lot of people was like begging for more playing time, and guys who just wasn't playing wanted more playing time, so they put him out there. But that's not gonna happen again.
got you.
Yeah.
Got you. And that was the cause of that.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that was the cause of the two punt return, but that was the personnel.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But now remember but now remember the second one came from a blocked kick.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Yeah.
cats, a lot of cats thought that the ball was about to be down.
Hmm.
So they just gave up on the play.
And even then, I do give credit to number four for the Gamecocks because I mean one of those punt returns like he just made an amazing spin like
Yeah.
he just it just took off so that's a talented kid for sure.
Yeah.
um but yeah man, special teams, this is the second week that they've given up a touchdown. This has to be fixed. And I think that needs to be the major focal point this week in practice because Bethune covered it. Like, anybody who's seen what Bethune, that graphic Bethune posted on social media, and, we I responded to it or whatever because I thought it was a little disrespectful, but that's not the here nor there. I don't take them boys for granted. Understand that.
No,
I don't take them for granted.
no, you can't take nobody for granted.
Can't take nobody for granted.
Right.
So I don't want special teams to make this a trend because it's happened for 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to make this a trend. Because a team like Bethune Cookman, like they have speed. They got speedy guys back there.
Mm-hmm.
And you just wanna kind of stay away from that because it's easy that you can have all the momentum 1 minute and then one random kickoff, like one random punt, and it's gone. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that needs to be the focal point of practice. So I think that was uh the bad thing that I wanted to talk about the most. Like I just that was it for me.
Nah, I mean Kobe, as always, though, that was a great point. You made, dog. We gotta fix that, man. Like you can't have cats coming in here thinking that, hey, we guaranteed to get six from special teams. Like you cannot, like that cannot be a mindset. Like that has to change immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole mindset, or just you don't want people having confidence about, hey man, we go down to South Carolina State, man, we guaranteed to you know what I'm saying, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, run one back. Like that cannot be the perception from guys coming into Oliver C. Dawson or whenever we travel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got a tough couple weeks ahead of us, man. We got Bethune, and then we got South Florida right after that. You know what I'm saying?
Um, Pop Sosa, what happened to the running back that transferred from the D2 school? Yeah, so that's Julian Milligan. That's who we talked about earlier. Like I said, y'all, he suits up every game. We just haven't seen him yet. I can't tell you why. I don't question the coach's decision. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, like I said, Coach Austin is one of the best in the business. All right. So if he isn't going with Julian, there's a reason for that. We don't know what could be going on. We don't know what could be going on behind the scenes. There's a reason for that.
I mean, it's definitely a reason for it. And you know, like I said, maybe we'll find out Saturday.
And maybe he'll play Saturday. And here's the thing, Pop. I had the same question as you. I got the same
Yeah.
question as you. I wanted to know why he wasn't on the field, but
I mean, we all do. Like
right.
because Coach, you saw whenever we did go to practice, my guy was playing.
Yeah.
You know, um, so I'm not really sure why.
Um, I think that's enough about USC though. Let's go to Bethune.
Yeah,
So Bethune, it's like I can't really get a read on them, right? Because they played two FBS games back to back. They
yeah.
played Miami week one, and then they played FIU week two. So it's like, how do
No,
you really get
no,
a?
you got it backwards.
Oh, okay. FIU first, then
Yeah,
Miami. It's like, how do you get a read on that? Because these are money games.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at least what they do offensively, because I imagine when you got two money games back to back, you
Yeah.
just want to kind of make it as simple as possible, and you
Hmm.
just kind of want to get out of there. Get the money, get out of there, avoid injury. You ain't really showing what you are just yet.
Right.
So Bethune, one thing we've always known about Bethune is that they have great athletes,
Oh yeah.
versatile athletes,
Oh yeah.
and I'll go back and watch the tape, but like these are just overpowering teams. Like Miami, it doesn't give you much. It doesn't give,
Right.
especially when you don't perform well.
Right.
It doesn't give you much.
Right.
So I just want to focus more on us and what we need to do.
Yeah.
Um, like special teams in general.
Tops.
I
That's top of the list.
that 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 has to be priority number one.
Yeah.
That has to be priority number one. That's my first key. Um, I think in my opinion, I think we should start Stub. If like I know we still gonna run the two quarterback system, but I just want Stub to take the first snap. I want him to get the opportunity to start the game off this
Right.
time. Let's just see how that works out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think with him, I feel like we can take a few more shots, because he really ain't scared to let that thing go. So I
Mm-mm.
kind of want to see us just take more shots with Stubb too. Um, I have nothing really to say defensively because we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
Just keep doing what we doing
Like
defensively, man. Just keep
the the
just.
run defense, bro. We don't over pursue.
Mm-mm.
We don't over pursue. Everybody sticks to their assignment. Everybody fills the gap correctly.
Yeah.
We're not really doing anything bad
And nobody is
defensively.
tired. You know
Nope.
why?
Why?
Because there's depth.
Right. Right. There's a
You
lot
know
of
what I mean? There's depth at corner. You know what I mean? There's depth at the nickel. You know what I mean? There's depth, you know what I mean? Depth at the safeties. There's depth at defensive line.
Mhm.
There's depth at linebacker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if much like you said, man, defense, man, just keep doing what you're doing.
And here's the thing: one of our bigger gets, our offseason acquisitions in the secondary. He was hurt. He's coming back next week. He told me that before pregame, before the game, cause that was you was still on the way to the field, so. But he told me, he was like, "Hey, nah, I'll be back."
Who that?
Um, he was a transfer. Is not Shamari. God, I know Shamari played.
Yeah, Mark.
Uh, we interviewed him.
Oh, you talking about Reeves.
Reeves.
Yeah. Because see, Reed is number one. Reed, like Reed is number one, but Reeves
Mm,
tore his Achilles last year.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
So he said, like, he'll be back. Like, matter of fact, his first day back was today.
yeah,
His
yeah,
first day back in practice was today, so he'll be back. So that's a
yeah.
good thing for us. We get another important piece to that defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
let me see. T Rose, Kobe and Tug, what's your take on the red zone offensive problems? Well, this for me, this goes back to putting that bigger back in, right? Like right players in right situations. I don't,
You
like
said it,
we
Kobe. You actually said it earlier.
yeah, like just right players, right situations. And I would, me personally, I'm gonna put the taller receivers and the bigger
There you
body
go.
receivers
That's what
like
I
you
was about
did.
to tell you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You said
Again, I don't know the problem that's going on with you. I don't know what's going on with Julian, but I would give him the ball up the middle because he's just that bigger body who could probably fall and get in gain 3 yards on the carry.
like I say, we don't know why Julian ain't playing though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we don't know.
So I mean, just going off of the guys who you know what I'm saying who are playing. Man, it may not be the Jimmy's and Joes, man. Maybe the X's and O's. Like maybe the coaches may not be calling the right plays. You know what I mean? Or we just don't have like the guys who may not be executing. You know what I mean? But
And you
definitely
know,
we have the talent. We have the talent to get in the end zone.
here's
Easy, easy. Um, Not really sure why we haven't, quite, been why we haven't been successful at it. One thing I do know is we have one of the best kickers there is.
right.
So
Um,
that's a plus. But you definitely want 6 instead of 3.
this isn't a new thing for us though. Even with all the points we were scoring last year, the red zone was a problem for us, even with
Oh
E7.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like the red zone has been a problem for us since last season too. So again, in my opinion, it's just the right personnel, having
there
the
you
right personnel in there. Um, like because like I don't even with our OC, I don't think he's calling the wrong plays. I just think like I always go back to that Central game, where we stalled on the first drive, even though we led down the field, right? Giving Duhart the ball like when we had like a short yardage back when we had a bigger back that you could have gave that ball to. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't always work out. And guys, like we got guys like Noah Sowell, that we could throw the ball to, and we just for some reason maybe don't target him, or well, for whatever the reason may be. It's always been a problem for us. And I think maybe if we switch up personnel just a little bit, maybe we'll see a change in it. But this has been a recurring problem since last season, and this is just something that we're gonna have to continue to get better at.
go.
And we still trying to figure out who's the guy, who's the reliable guy on offense we know for a fact that we can go to in those situations. Because we really haven't had one since Shaq, if I'm being honest. Like we haven't really had that guy who we knew for a fact. In this situation, we throwing it to him. It's been a little while. So we just gotta get back to finding that. Um what are we talking about though? Yeah. So Tuck, as far as like Bethune, like what would be your keys to the game?
Man, finding some offensive, finding just some consistency with the offense, man, and really establishing a run game, dog. Like we got to find a run game from somewhere. Like we might have to go to Walmart or something, dog. We got to find a run game, dog. Like we need a run game, dog. Like we cannot, really because without the run game, dog, you are one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? And like we got too many talented backs back there for us not to have a run game. We have to establish, man, some kind of run game, bro. Like we haven't had a 100-yard rusher yet.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need that. We need that for us to really, really break the offense open. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have a run game, dog. And hopefully, you know, I'm not really sure what kind of defense Bethune has yet. Because like you mentioned, they've gone against some powerhouse team. So this would be their first chance to really see what they got. You know what I mean? So But I know what you know. What I'm saying, without a run game, man, we're gonna have to rely on the whole defense.
Right. And Eric Jones said, Bethune Cookman's offense put up almost 350 total yards against FIU, which is impressive, but very
Good,
impressive. But our defense did a pretty good job holding the number 10 team in the country to what, under 250.
right?
So it's just gonna be a clash. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm at this point from what I've seen from our defense, I'm taking us.
yeah. I mean, like I
I'm
said, man, listen, and and what I don't want to say is that we're gonna murder murder Bethune because
Yeah, it's not gonna be
yeah,
that.
like
It's
we're old MEAC rivals.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be a rival game. You know what I mean? And um, they're gonna be thirsty for their first win. Um, we actually beat them last time. We actually played them down there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they're gonna be thirsty for a win. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to taste of victory. And yeah, we lost, but we're coming to the game very confident as well. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. We have to establish some kind of run game or some kind of identity on the offensive side of the ball. Because you don't want to get into a field goal for doggone field goal game. Like you got to put points on the
You
board.
you definitely don't with Bethune. You
Yeah, you know what
definitely
I mean?
don't.
You got to score the ball.
Yeah. Um. So I think that's gonna be the main thing with us. Because
Yeah.
it's for as great as our defense is, they can't do it all. They
Nah,
can't be the ones scoring the points and
they
stopping
can't.
stopping offense. So
They can't.
we're
They can't.
gonna have to do something about that.
Which, just being honest with you, man, we got the coaches to do it, man. We got some phenomenal coaches. You know what I mean? So I'm sure they're gonna come up with a great game plan for Bethune. You know, um, Coach Barry and Willie Simmons are real tight. So I'm sure Willie has given Barry some you know what I mean, some little nicks and knacks on Bethune. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know, we'll come out with a great game plan against them boys, and leave Saturday night, man, with the victory.
Yeah, yeah. So I no, I think this is gonna be a good test, and I think what Bethune has in their favor is that we don't know what they have. Like we don't know what they look like versus like competition on their level. I think they kept it extremely
Right.
simple for these past 2 weeks because they just wanted to get out there with the check. We don't know what they have.
Right.
They could have so much stuff up their sleeve ready for a Saturday,
Well, they got
and
two.
we don't know. We just got to be ready.
Well, they run a two system quarter. They also run a two quarterback system too. Um,
And okay, and we all know Mr.
yeah.
Amari Jones. And we
Well,
know how
he's not even playing.
he's not playing.
Nah, he ain't been one of the two quarterbacks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, he ain't even been playing, Jack. He can. Yeah.
Oh, best of luck to him, man.
Yeah. Salute to him.
Best of luck to
God
him.
bless him.
Either way, Bethune, we don't know what they have, and I think that's something that's gonna be that they're gonna have that's in their favor. They're known for having great athletes. Like Eric said earlier, they put up 350 yards on FIU. Now this is FIU's first year with Willie Simmons. Still no excuse. They Willie Simmons actually brought in a really good recruiting class, and so they still had like the way more talented team. So for you to put up 350 total yards of offense, that's that's saying something. But I do kind of want to go back and see why I didn't convert the points though, because I think they only scored 6. So I
I
do
think it
want
was
to go
like,
back and see why I didn't convert the points.
yeah. Yeah,
So
man. I'll probably go back and watch a little game.
yeah, just watch the
Yeah.
highlights. But
Yeah.
um, give me your give me your impact player for offense and defense for Bethune. And then I'll give you mine and we'll get on up out of here.
You mean for a state?
For yeah, for us against Bethune.
Oh, the offense is whoever starting that quarterback.
Mm.
Like we need you, bro. Like we whoever gets to start has to set the tone early, and we got to put some points on the board, man. We have to. So it'll be either Billy or Ryan, one like one of the two. We need some consistency at quarterback, and then uh defensive wise, man, that front seven, of course, but definitely my guy, my Josh Barker, man. Josh can wreck your whole game plan, man.
Mm. And you know
Like
what? Quick
Josh
thing
is a
about
one man.
quick thing about Josh. Quick thing, quick. I would say a quick thing about Josh, right? I know a lot of people at Jackson State, right? And after the Celebration
Mm-hmm.
Bowl last year, like well after the Celebration Bowl, one of their linemen hit me up, and because he was looking at my story, and and he was looking at the drills, and he was just like, "Yo, number zero still there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Hey, that that MF quick as hell."
Yeah,
He gave praise to Josh. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that just goes to show you, man, how respected he is and just how dominant he is as a defensive lineman.
yeah. And he only a
So
junior now.
I really thought this was his last year.
Now remember his first year at Benedict, my guy was a freshman.
Oh, we get him for another season. Thank God. Oh, all right. So that's it's him for defense, and you said offense was the quarterbacks. Whoever starts the
Yeah.
quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually gonna follow you with that offensive one because I need whoever is at quarterback. This is just a game where I want to see points scored. We've been
Right,
very low scoring throughout the first 2 weeks. I want to see us put points on the board,
right.
past 21.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta see us put points on the board. Um,
yeah,
Defensively, it's just about picking who's gonna have a good game because all of these or who's gonna have the best game because all of these guys have been balling. Um,
yeah,
so I will say I'm gonna continue to go Michael just because he's been very consistent along with Josh.
yeah.
Michael has been very consistent in disrupting offenses in disrupting offenses and just getting pressure. And like I said, much like Josh, even when he isn't getting the tackle, he's affecting the play.
Right.
So I mean, man, his play is just it's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
Um, and hopefully these young guys can step up like they continue to step up like how they've been doing on that defensive line as well. Because let me tell you something, Kavon is due for a breakout game, and I don't
Yeah.
know when it's gonna happen for him, but man, he's really going one of these games, man. He's really
Coming.
gonna go up.
Now he coming, man. He on the way, man. He's still a young pup, man. He
Right.
coming though. He coming. Listen, they all on the way because it's a lot of talent. Like that. That whole defensive front is talented, man. It's super talented. Linebacker to the, safety, man. So it's really going to be, it's going to be fun to see an HBU versus another HBCU.
You
I mean,
know what, Diamond, I actually do want to talk about this. Please don't let Beamer come pick any more of our starters just to ride the bench at USC. It broke my heart, man. Even though I know this is the nature of college football, right? It broke my heart to see Jawan Howell be on the bench for as long as he was. Cause like when I was on a USC guy show, right? His name is the stat guy, right? When I was on his show, he was like, yeah, Jawan Howell should get some play like in the second half. And he did, but he didn't mean like fourth quarter. He meant like as soon as the third quarter come, like that's when we should see Jawan. And
Right.
watching Jawar, and then when Jawar got in, he still had to split carries with another guy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, man.
just remembering just how great he was just like a couple years ago as a freshman. This is the side of the portal that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? You throw the bag at this kid, cool, but I don't like when schools get greedy like that. Like if you know you're gonna go out and get two more running backs to put ahead of him, why are you trying to pluck him from us? Just to have him as a depth piece. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With this kid, if Jawan had still been at South Carolina State right now, who knows how big his name would have been?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
Hey, man, you right,
The
bro.
bag could have been bigger for him.
Yeah, you right, bro. I mean, but hey, you gotta live with the decision, man. You know what I mean? You gotta live with your decision. He wanted the bag. He thought the thing was, he thought the grass was gonna be greener. And for a minute, the grass may have been a little greener.
Mm,
For a second, especially when he played in that bowl game last year. You know,
right.
but now I think he sees. I mean, like you said, it had to be over here watching your former team out there giving y'all the business, and you ain't even out there. Like it had to feel weird. And I would love to have been a fly on the wall to hear what our players may have been saying to him.
I,
I
I
would have
would too actually.
loved.
I wonder how it went.
I would have loved to have been on that field to hear what they were saying to him while they was, saying click clacking.
Mm. Because it seemed like when he got
Boy,
in, man, the carries that he did have, he was trying to get after it, but like he couldn't even get his own rhythm. Because as soon as he get like two runs, switch him back out, get somebody else in,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just like, man, you just hate to see talent put away like that because you know what he was, you know what
you
he's been
chose
for us at South Carolina State.
you chose that route. You gotta live with it
So
now.
yeah,
But he can
but
always come back.
you say what?
He can always come back.
Hey, we welcome him with open arms.
Yeah,
I'd welcome him with open arms if he wanted to come back. That's why you always keep those relationships good just in case. Um, but hey, I'll say this. This has been wait, do you have anything else you want to say Tuck, before we get up out of here?
that's it. Nah, that's it.
Okay. As far as the Quincy, as far as Caden did play. Caden is getting pretty good playing time at Stanford. Stanford is just sorry. Like Stanford is just not a good team.
Trash.
Yeah,
They
Stanford
are
is
trash.
Stanford is trash. But he's in a school to where he gets that national TV spotlight on him. So it's more just about him getting his at this point because Stanford ain't making a bowl game. This is just what that is. This is for him. So Caden's playing. He's just is he just got to get it for him at this point.
Yeah,
With that being said, man. This has been another episode of Bulldog Blitz. Of course, we will give y'all a post game show after the game Saturday. After the game versus Bethune Saturday, we'll give y'all a post game show, and then we'll be back next week talking about USF. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing for that week. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like the stream. If y'all haven't already done so, just so this can be pushed up to people who missed it and can see it at a later date. Also, y'all, if y'all want to donate to the channel, you could do so. The cash app right there is down below at the ticker COBIORR. Everything that you donate goes back towards the channel. You see, we got the microphones now that we doing it after the pregame, after the show, after the games. That's because of y'all. That's because of y'all donating and being members of the channel and everything like that. We really appreciate that. Which, by the way, shout out to the brother who decided to become a member of the channel earlier in the chat. We were so caught up in conversation, I forgot to say thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. But yeah, man, we will catch y'all next time. Go Bulldogs. Love y'all. Be safe. Have a great week, and we'll catch y'all Saturday. We out.